You're someone who wears your heart on your sleeve. You say what you think. So, I mean, I know we talked to you after the last game of the year, but what level of disappointment do you have right now that we're standing here today?
Yeah, I mean, disappointed is still there for sure. We wanted to play some meaningful games at the end of the year and make this playoff, but yeah, unfortunately, the reality is we did not achieve our goal, and that's just frustrating for me and for the team. So disappointed for sure, but on the other hand, like still got to try some positive things out of the season and try to build on that instead of just uh, crawl it
Yep.
in bed and just not moving forward. So I'm in that way I'm still positive, but obviously frustration and disappointment is there for sure.
What does moving forward look like to you for this team?
Well, it's got a big summer coming up for us. I mean, probably also gonna have some new faces maybe, and just everybody individual just gotta go home, be a little bit pissed off, and work out and get your excitement back for next year, and work on the stuff you'll hear in the XE meetings, like coaches think you need to work on, and yeah, gotta be a self-starter this summer just to make sure you do everything possible to be ready for next year.
Is there a certain point, like knowing that the core of this group is still quite young, age-wise, but there's a lot of experience there. Like when you consider yourself, you've just finished your fifth year, all that you played 300 games. When does the narrative or when does the storyline have to shift from we're a young team to we are a team with enough experience to do something else besides be standing here at the end of the year?
Uh, yeah, I mean that's a good question. When does it shift? I feel like everything goes fast. I still feel young, obviously, so I wouldn't consider me as I mean, obviously,
Hmm.
looking around this team, I'm a little bit more experienced than other guys. Uh, I'm just trying to use that and help with our group. And for me, yeah, all I care is to have some team success. And like I said, I just what I can do for myself is just go home and work on the stuff they tell me to work on, and just try to get myself as much ready as possible for next year, and not lose trust in this team, not lose trust in the organization, and that's the last thing I will do. So, like I said, still positive things happen this year. We gotta build on that instead of looking on the bad.
Are you going to go to Worlds?
Yes.
And to have that ability to go play a little more hockey, compete for your country. Siegs obviously said he's most likely going to be there. What are you looking forward to from that experience of being reunited with
Yeah,
your
I
native
mean,
team?
obviously, I'm looking forward to that too. You want to play hockey as long as possible, so it should be a fun tournament. I'm excited to see my Swiss teammates and lots of friends on that team as well. And same there. I just want to go there, have fun, play hard, and hopefully help to get a medal back for Team Switzerland.
What do you like about that type of international competition?
I mean, it's fun. Like I'm playing now. My third, I think. So one was a little different with COVID, but usually with like all the European fans, with the different fans from country cultures coming together, it's just all around a fun tournament. And if you're in a good city too, it's just fun, good experience.
No one ever likes to make excuses about a season, but I think there's a fine line between excuses and facts. So how much do you think the injuries to your goaltenders, your starting two goaltenders in McKenzie and Bernier, really maybe transformed the way the season kind of went?
Yeah, I mean, uh, You said it right. Yeah, those are facts. I mean, those were our starting goalies beginning of the year, and both went down. It's obviously not easy to find goalies during the year, but we did that, and they. All I can say is they battled as hard as they could. They tried to help our team as much as they can, and yeah, we also needed to help them. So for sure, injuries was part of our story this year. Not just in the net, also up front in the D in the backhand. So, but injuries is part of this sport. So that shouldn't be an excuse. But it also obviously, it can hurt teams, and it definitely did for us this year. That's a fact, I think.
When will you take off for Worlds?
I'll probably meet that Swiss team in Sweden for exhibition games the 6th.
Perfect. Thank you, Nico.
Problem.
Next question on Mike Moreno, NHL.com.
Hey, Nico. You touched on this a little bit, but is it fair to say you've become more comfortable in your role as captain, just in knowing what to do and what to say?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I obviously try to be the same guy as always, but with being captain, there's some stuff you got to do, and there's some stuff that I did the first time. So last year, that knew better of this year already, and yeah, I'm getting more comfortable, and just try to lead my way how I am, and yeah, so definitely can say yes to that question.
Hard to believe, Nico. It's been 5 seasons since you entered the league as a rookie, and that was the last time this team qualified for playoffs. I mean, when you look back on it.
Yeah, time flies. It is hard to believe, and I said that a bunch of times too. Like your first year, you're kind of like just everything's like huge. Like you're just going with the flow. It was just a great year, and like all the other years, realized that it's not that easy to make these playoffs. So that's a goal, because I remember how much fun it was to play in it with the crowd and everything. So that's what we're working on in here, and we want to do it with this young group of guys.
One more, Nico, and I asked this question to Jack as well. Do you feel the team has established an identity, or is that still to be determined?
No, I mean, the way we're building up this team, I think we have a certain skill set. We're a young team. We got lots of speed. We can create offense, and in general, I think we're an exciting team to watch, and that's what our identity wants to be, and just an exciting team to watch that wins hockey game. But obviously, we need to find some more pieces to our boat, and but I think the main thing is set.
Thanks, Nico. Have fun at Worlds.
Yep, thank you.
Let's go to Robert Aiken, NorthJersey.com.
Nico, you've had some unfortunate luck, or lack of luck, I should say, over the last 2 years with injuries, illness, and what have you. Do you feel like that has almost been reflective upon what's happened for this team as a whole?
I mean, yeah, but like I said before too, like injuries, it's something that comes and goes. I think every team has to battle through it. In every team throughout the year, and it's just at the end it just always matters who's in the lineup, and how much or how hard you can play for the guys that are not in the lineup, that are hurt or just not playing. So and good teams find a way to go through this adversity.
There are going to be some decisions that have to be made over the offseason in terms of maybe new people to bring in or people to get rid of. I'll give you a fact here. Since Lindy took over last year, the trio of yourself, Jack Hughes, and Mackenzie Blackwood have been on the ice for less than 20% of your games. Do you feel like it's a little premature to really judge this current group based off of just the lack of being able to stay together?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not reading too much media in that case, and I just know they work with us every day. They do their best as well, and but those kind of decision, it's not on me, so I don't really comment on that too much.
You had a lot of young players from Utica come here and make impacts for this team. When you've heard for a while about the prospects and the future for this team, when you see that play on the ice alongside of you, does that help maybe? Does it help you maybe see the light at the end of the tunnel for this team?
With the prospects, or what do you say, sir?
Yeah, just in terms of kind of building up towards that future that has been kind of promised for this team over the last few years.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't all bad this year. I said we had some positive things, and our prospects coming up and playing well for us. That's for sure one of those positive things as well. And like I said, I got to try to stick with the positive things, and there were also more than just that. So for sure that gives you a good feeling for the future.
Thanks, Nico.
No problem.
Question will go to Dan Rice, Bucks and Pitchford.
Thanks. Hey, Nico, what was your conversation like with Lindy at the end of the season? Did he give you a list of things to work on, or he wanted you to get better at?
I haven't had my conversation yet.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I'll twist over to this question then. Jesper Bratt, one of your good friends, what did you see in his development this season? What led him to become really a leader for your team and a driver as far as point production goes?
Yeah, I mean, Brad and me came in at the same time, and obviously, yeah, like good friend of mine, and I'm just happy to see him having a great year. He really helped our team to make a big step in the right direction offensively, and was producing, and I knew he can do it. I always knew he was what kind of player he is, and that's a player we need him to be for our group. And yeah, I mean, I told him already right after the season, congrats on having a good year, and it was fun to watch him play and play with him.
You think he can take it even a step further next season and beyond?
Yeah, 100%.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Our last question will go to Neil McHale, Inside Hockey.
Hi, Nico. This organization obviously took, a big step in terms of last season when they went out and signed Dougie Hamilton. How much does that encourage you for the future of this team? Maybe bring in some veteran talent through free agent and being able to attract, big name guys like that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's still some pieces we probably need to get, and also, yeah, an older player with some experience would definitely help our group. And yeah, I mean, if Dougie spreads the word that Jersey is a good spot to be, then yeah, for sure we're gonna look forward to see whoever is gonna arrive here.
And I'm wondering how much you think, you played your entry level and then immediately signed a long-term deal with the Devils, and now Jack does the same thing. I'm wondering how much that shows the belief that everyone around the organization still has that things are going in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, that's not even a question for me. The belief is still there. I believed in this organization and in this city since I got here, and that's why I wanted to stay here. And I just wanted to be part of the solution here, and that still doesn't change. And I'm happy here. I want to win here and nowhere else. So, yeah, the belief is still there for sure.
All right, appreciate your time, Nico. Thanks so much.
One last question, Nico, for
Hi, Nico. Sorry, quick question. Would you like to see Lindy Ruff and his staff back next season? And what have you liked about what they've done for the team the past couple of seasons?
Our coaching staff has lots of experience. They work with us every day. Like I said, they did a good job giving us those experience they have, and yeah, and the other and the other question, like I said, I'm not going to comment on that.